Hello, friends. Okay, let's talk. Me and you, watching this video, me and you, we're going to talk. And today we are going to talk about shoulds versus wants. The idea for this video, the idea to sit down and talk to you about this came to me in the shower the other day when I was just thinking about my life and where I am with my life and like what's going on and stuff. And the dialogue in my head kept using the word should. And I want to talk about it. So shoulds versus wants. What are you prioritizing? Which of those things are you prioritizing? And if you're a regular person, I think I probably already know the answer to that. You're probably already prioritizing the things that you should do. And as a part of living in this matrix, that's probably what you have to do, right? But what happens if you almost exclusively focus on all the shoulds, all of them, and none of the wants? What are we doing? Why? Why are we doing this? We don't want to do that. So let's talk about that. So that is a question that I keep asking myself more frequently, like almost every day. Am I doing what I want to do? Or am I only focusing on what I should be doing? And what does it mean to just only focus on what I should be doing? So story time. Back in my days when I was going to therapy. So right now I currently do not go to therapy, but I went to therapy for years. And back when I was going to therapy, my therapist one day kind of like stopped me cold in my tracks. And she was like, Nicole, all you do is talk about what you should be doing and what you should be feeling and what you should be experiencing and just all of the shoulds, all of them. And you know what? She was right. And I still am struggling. I'm still struggling with the shoulds. It's kind of like, oh, I got a case of the shits. I got a case of the shoulds. And maybe you do too. So I want to talk about like why we should not only prioritize the things that we should be doing. So in my personal experience, just focusing on the things I should be doing makes life feel just incredibly boring. It makes life feel like I'm just living in a checklist, right? So imagine that you're like in a matrix, like we are currently right now. And your matrix is just tasks. It's just checklists. It's just like lines and lines and lines of text, and there's a little square next to each line, and you got to do all of the things and check off all of the things every single day, and that's it. You don't get to do anything fun. You don't get to do things that's off the list. Sometimes you may experience some level of enjoyment. You may do something that's on the list that gives you some level of like enjoyment or fulfillment or something, but it was still just another thing on the list. When I am focusing on only doing what I should do, that is what life feels like for me. And more often, I catch myself feeling like my life is just tasks. Aside from the occasional vacation or like a day off or something, my life feels like a bunch of tasks. Does your life feel like that? If it does, I'm very sorry. I'm right there with you. Why does my life feel like that? Well, up until very recently, I had 3 jobs, and right now I am starting to cut back, and even just cutting back a little bit has made me feel more energetic, made me feel less miserable, feeling less depressed. And if you are in the same boat as me, where you have been working a lot, or you had so many commitments, you've had like just things going on all the time that you had to participate in that were not particularly fulfilling, or what is the other word I'm thinking of? Enjoyable. If you have been living that kind of life, it can take a while for your adrenals to kind of be like, oh, are we not constantly stressed out and in danger anymore? What is this? This is a good feeling. That is where I am right now. My days I still have things to do, but I am starting to feel like I have enough mental clarity and energy to do things that are just not on the list. So what are those things that are not on the list? Those are the wants. But after living a life of several years of, in my case, just working and working and working and working to meet a financial goal that I have, that I'm getting close to, getting there. But after several years of doing this, years of doing all of this working and stuff, and now like with the goal, I can see the finish line. I'm getting close. I'm there. Now that goal is like within eyesight, I'm like, okay, so what should I do next? No, wrong question, Nicole, wrong question. Are you asking that same question? Stop it. That question is not the one that we are going to ask, okay? If you get to the place where you can start to transition some of the time that you spend awake from doing should stuff to want stuff, I want you to stop and ask yourself, what is it that I want to do? Here are some things that I think about that I might want to do. Read a book, like just all day with nothing else to do. Doesn't that sound fantastic? I want to go to the movies in the middle of the day. Like on a Wednesday, not on the weekends, but living very luxuriously. Doing odd things during the weekday. Doesn't that sound so nice? I want to pursue a new hobby. Maybe take a photography class. You know what would be really fun after having just left the auto mechanic and giving them approximately $700? Wouldn't it be fun to learn how to change your own oil or something? I don't know if I would really want to do that, but doesn't that sound fun and also cost efficient? I'm just saying, think about, what do you want to do? Do you want to travel? Do you want to take a month off? Do you want to learn to crochet or make candles, or learn to sing, take singing lessons, learn to play guitar? These are all things that are very much these are in my mind. These are on my radar. But I want to encourage you, if you're in this position where life just feels so damn laborious, it feels like you're in this never-ending video game where it's just like tasks. It's just things that must be done by you. If you are feeling like that, it is time to check in with yourself. What are some things you want to do? Okay, I have my notes here. I'm totally off topic. Let me see. What do my notes say? Okay, so why? Why do we want to do this? Why do we want to figure out what we want? First of all, you were not meant, and I say this with my whole chest, mind, body, spirit. You were not meant to just come into this existence and work. And if you have children, do stuff for your kids. They're ungrateful anyway. But just do stuff for your kids or do stuff for your husband and just take on the role of doer. I think as a human being, it is okay to just not be productive. I know that that sounds radical, that I can't even believe that I am going to publish this video on the internet with proof of me saying that it is okay to not be productive. Being productive is like my whole brand in real life, like in outside of like this camera world. Being productive is like the thing that I do, right? But oh my God, is it overrated? Maybe a little bit. Maybe we can like just chill, just do some things we want to do. And also, if you're like me, this does not mean to go find a hobby that you think you can monetize. I'm looking at you and I'm pointing at you because really I'm talking to myself, but I know that other people like me are out there, and it's probably you. You're right there in the green shirt. We're not monetizing our every single interest that we have. Sometimes we can just enjoy things. Maybe we can do some things that are not easy to monetize, like make YouTube videos. Okay. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to just put this on your mind and in your heart. Think about if you are in a place where like every day you wake up, there's just, I should do this. I should do that. I should do this. I should do that. If you have extra money, are you thinking like, I should put it in a high yield savings account? That's all I should do with it. Or maybe instead you can think about like, what is something that I would want to do with this money? Now, here is my disclaimer at the end of the video, but here's the disclaimer. I'm not telling you to pack up your bags and all your stuff and put them in your Subaru and just go like drive to Peru and like just neglect all of your responsibilities, especially if those responsibilities include humans or animals, okay? I'm not telling you to do that, but I am telling you that sometimes start practicing, like, even asking yourself, because I think that's like the first step. Ask yourself, what do you want? And then sometimes you can give yourself what you want instead of what you should have. A very easy way to think about this is like your diet, right? I am very much into like trying to eat better because I am trying to lose weight. So that means almost every single day I have to make a choice of what I should eat versus what I want to eat. What I want to eat almost every single day is sweet tea and fried catfish and coleslaw and fries and a very, very, very good red velvet cake, okay? That's what I want every single day. But we're not doing that every day. Most days I should eat broccoli and chicken and so forth, But how miserable is it to never have a slice of red velvet cake or a nice tall glass of ice cold sweet tea, right? You need a little bit of the wants to keep you going in the matrix, you know what I'm saying? So I hope that you will be able to use this little chit chat to encourage yourself from within, to acknowledge that as a human, you are not just meant to complete tasks. You're not just meant to exist as a cog in the machine of people around you. You're not just a mom or a teacher or a wife. You're not like just those things. Even if you think you are, you're wrong. You're way more than that. You get to want things just for you. What are those things that you want just for you? I don't know. But I hope you ask yourself the questions to find out. That's what I'm going to be doing, and I will update you throughout my journey on this channel, along with other stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Namaste.